Kintsugi Life Coaching. My name is Elizabeth Horleman. I've received a mail asking me that I should talk about narcissism when somebody has a feeling that they are in a relationship with somebody that is narcissistic. But before we go into that, let us first of all look at what is the definition or who can be said to have the narcissistic disorders. So narcissism is actually a medical disorder, also known as narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. And this is what defines them is their typical characteristics of a person who has been diagnosed, if they have sought medical help, to suffer from NPD, is that they lack the ability to empathize with others, and they have an overdimensional, inflated sense of self-importance. These people love themselves and idealize their self-image, which they project in order to avoid actually exposing or experience or expressing their true feelings. In most cases, you're going to find that these people have been wounded previously, so they are kind of like using this NPD to cover up or to protect them from exposing what are their real feelings. These people have been disenfranchised and wounded, so that they don't ever want anybody to cross that border. So how do you know that you are in a relationship with a person who is narcissistic? First of all, the first traits are, of course, the love of self-image. A narcissistic person loves to talk about themselves, and they will not give you a chance to take part in a two-way normal conversation. Now, as a partner, you will find yourself struggling to give your views and feelings heard. When you actually get that moment to express, to be heard, and it does not turn into an argument, the narcissistic person would normally not be in agreement with you, and the comments that they are going to make would most likely be to correct you, dismiss, or even ignore you. Secondly, they will tell you, stop, I'm talking. As opposed to many people who have poor communication habits of interrupting others, the narcissistic person is one that is always going to jump into your words, and quickly switch and focus back to themselves. You find that every time you're talking about something, suddenly they switch the topic and you find yourself totally somewhere else. It was summer and suddenly it's winter. So they genuinely show very little interest in you or in what you're saying. And narcissistic people, they don't have rules. These people enjoy getting their ways off with violating rules and social norms, such as cutting in line, principally always coming late for appointments. If you have somebody who you are, maybe you're telling them, now let us meet for a cup of coffee, you know exactly their schedule, so you know that they would be there normally at that time. They're going to come in principally always late to these places, and then they have got this chronic habit of over tipping the waiter for something that was done very, very normally. Is that they want to draw attention, again, self-image. The fourth one is that they are very disrespectful. They show absolutely no regards to people's thoughts, feelings, passions, and also that physical space. They are rude. They're going to overstep and use without consideration or sensitivity the methods of getting their way around. No? These are the type of people that when you lend money to them, they have got no decency to pay it back. They will break all promises and, of course, obligations at will, and will never show any remorse. Instead, they will turn that game around and make it look like you are the person who is at fault. Again, a totally lack of respect. The fifth and final point is that the narcissistic person is always projecting, I am the beautiful image. Look at me. Look at my face. Look at my body. I am beautiful. Narcissistic person will go to lengths to impress others by making themselves look good externally. Their message of their image will give you that trophy complex where they exhibit themselves physically, romantically, sexually, socially, religiously, and academically, if not culturally. Yeah? They will use anything that comes into their hands, objects as status and or accomplished to represent that self, substituting and perceived inadequate real self, in quotes. So the grandstanding of a merit badge is underlying message that displays the image, look, I'm better than you, or look how special I am. I'm worthy of everyone's love, adoration, and acceptance. If you find yourself that you are in a narcissistic relationship, you need to seek help, both of you. And you need to review exactly, come back to the green board and review your relationship. Thank you. This is your Kintsugi Life Coach signing off.